ready, y'all? Finally. Okay. Get the glasses off. And we're going to talk right now. Oh, my skin's so shiny. And so, Randy, I put that cocoa butter. The Dollar General version of it, the Vaseline version was a lot higher, so I was trying to be cheap. They Dollar General a couple of months ago. So that's why I'm about to go to sleep like this. Okay, so that's why I was so Randy. My skin's so Randy right now. So I put that cocoa butter gel on it. Either way, let's get to the sources right now. We know about Pharrell, and they have to pay. Let's get this straight. I think 2 million, 2.9. Some him and Robin Thicke. I knew it was gonna be. I mean, at first, I thought when Blurred Lines came out, I knew right then it was Marvin Gaye. I just knew it. You know what I'm saying? And had an old school beat to it, and it reminded me of what song that Leah sang that song too. And I mean, cause I remember when me and my homegirl was going to go watch Doctor Doolittle Part Two, and what happened was, um, I'm trying to look for the sources of Robin Thicke. Yeah, okay, okay. What's the name of the song? Marvin Gaye song. Um, what's the name? Oh, got to give it up. Got to give it up. Okay. What's her name? At first, when I first heard the song, I thought it was Earth, Wind, and Fire. When back in '98. Okay, and then I found out it was Marvin Gaye. Okay, who sang that song? And you remember Leah saying so. What happened was me and my friend was a female friend of mine. I also had a crush on too. She had a boyfriend. Uh, and we just graduated high school in '98, and we go see Dr. Little in the east side of Houston at the Tennessee Town in Tennessee City. And during summertime, I was riding her truck. I never forget, she had that Leah song, and Leah also did a song like that too, okay, on her second album, okay. So this one Leah was alive. So, so when I saw Bird Lines, it of course reminded me of Marvin Gaye because I found it was Marvin Gaye who said so. It wasn't Earth, Wind, and Fire, okay. And cause I mean the Marvin Gaye songs I know is back before that, okay, back in before in '98 was Sexual Healing because he died when I was like 5 or 4 years old. When did Marvin Gaye die? Hold on, it was in the '80s. I was 5 or 4, 6 years old. Okay, around because I remember Sexual Healing, and I mean, as a little boy, I didn't know what that song mean. I did not know what Sexual Healing meant. Okay, did I know what oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay, because that song means, I mean, it was so popular. Everybody allowed, I mean, there was no censoring of Marvin Gaye's song, Sexual Healing, back in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he died at 84. So I was 4 years old when he died. And, yeah, I was 4 years old when he died, going on 5 years old, okay, back in '84. So I was about to step into kindergarten. So I mean, we had the 45. Anybody who grew up in the early '80s, okay, yeah, I don't because these '90s kids, boys, I'm a '90s teenager, so I say my '90s babies, well, people born in the '90s and late '80s don't remember a 45. Okay, a 45 was a small record. Okay, so I never get. I used to play that song a lot, and my family didn't, for some reason, stop me from this. So of course I ain't seen the whole lyrics, but I remember hearing that song because of Marvin Gaye. Okay, um, uh, um, don't forget Keith Sweat sampled Marvin Gaye's song Sexual Healing. What's the other song called? You got me twisted over you. That was the album version, not the video version. The video version was a different version. Okay? So, you know what I'm saying? So, that's how, I mean, that was back in 96, 95, 96. Yeah, don't forget, he said it was better to come back in the game. So now we had this case. well, no, and folks said I ain't had no Marvin Gaye had kids. Oh my God. Let me research. Cause I'm going back into history, okay? Cause I remember I never knew he had a son, but I knew he had a daughter named Nona Gay. And Nona Gay came out in '93 with her song Overjoyed or something. Yeah, I was 13 years old, going on 14. I remember watching her video on BET. Okay, she came out with a song, another song I was listening to earlier in was this morning or actually 'cause I went to sleep later on this morning early morning, about to be midnight. But anyway, I stood up all night on Saturday, Sunday night. And so there was another song, I heard she's sexy in this song. Then she played in Triple X with Ice Cube. Now not one with Vin Diesel, but one with Ice Cube. And I was telling everybody at the Blood Plasma play, I said, I remember she played a movie with some action movie with she kissed Ice Cube, okay? Yeah, not Triple X as in I mean, when I was in Job Corps, we were trying to see Triple X with Vin Diesel action movie, not no. I asked a teacher, and she thought I was talking about pornographic, and I was talking about an action movie, Triple X with Vin Diesel was one of my role models. Okay, so when I mean, in Job Corps, we won't see PG movies. The only movies in PG and 13 movies and G movies can I say are even though most of us was grown. Okay, in Job Corps, and the only movie we saw already was Passion of Christ. Okay, because of the graphic violence and what happened to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So anyway, but Triple X, the second verse with Ice Cube, Nona Gabe with she had long hair on the movie. She kissed Ice Cube. So I was, folks don't forget. Y'all forget that that's Marvin Gaye's daughter, and she also came out a song back in '94 called Love Sign about anti-gun violence. Okay, with Prince. Prince had the sign, had the symbol on it at the time. So I don't forget that since she had short hair and she cut her hair. She had long hair now, whatever. And also too, what is it? I want to mention out to those who are my no, who did he marry? No, Marvin Gaye married a Cuban. Sure did. And that's known to gays. Go back, stupid Wikipedia. Wikipedia got on my nerves. And then Google, his computer. That he was Pentecostal. No, he was. He was Seventh-day Adventist. They got this all wrong. They got this all wrong. They said that Marvin Gaye was a Pentecostal. No, he wasn't. He was a Seventh-day Adventist. hmm He was a Seventh-day Adventist preacher. So the one that killed him. Okay, he was not Pentecostal. That's two different Protestant denominations. Lord have mercy. People get these things twisted. I mean, I'm sure somebody went on Wikipedia and changed everything up in here. Um, yeah. Okay, yeah, he had three children. Um, named Frankie, Nona, and Marvin the Third. Marvin the Third's one is be on TNZ with Nona Gay. What is their mother? I read that the mother is and she's 40 years old. Yeah, she's saying so that means she was a teenager. She was 16. No, she was 19 years old when she came out with she was 20 years old. 20 years old when Love Sign came out with Prince, and back when Overjoy was 19. Dang, I did not know that. I thought she at least older than that. Because she started out very young. Janice Gay. Janice Gay, I think one time I read she was part Cuban or something. I mean, I ain't trying to say the subject, but it's going to give me Janice Gay, y'all. Talking shoes. Yeah, I read that I read something about that she was part Janice Gay was part Afro Cuban and part Irish or something like that. And it's over St. Patrick's Day coming down soon. So okay. So I read back in 2006, they usually would tell the very Wikipedia used to tell that's how I know about these mixed heritage stars that they would tell more about their roots and go detail of it. Now they're trying to, I guess, shorten it, which is wrong. But anyway, Point is, and I was telling people, I said, well, she can play Celia Cruz, because, they was trying to find somebody to play Celia Cruz, someone named Nona Gay, what I'm saying? She's very beautiful and everything. So, but, anyway, 'cause, Nona Gay came out a long time ago. I mean, and folks like they forgot all about her. And she also an actress. She's a singer. I mean, and then so I I mean to go by with the person that had problems with Lovely T. I understand she's crying, but she's crying because what happened was, as Lovely T was saying on her video, not to mention her on my video, um, that Marvin Gaye, well, Marvin, no, Pharrell and Robin Thicke tried to sue them over the song because they didn't want to get sued. Harvey on TMZ back in 2013 said this, because I saw this another video on this. From TMZ told Marvin Gaye III, well, he just trying to make sure, talking about Robin Thicke, and he mentioned Fabulous Pharrell, um, that they don't want to get sued for using the song. Well, they have to get sued, because if they didn't get permission to use, um, gotta get, Lord have mercy. I'm just used to something, hearing the music of the song. I'm not used to hearing the title of the song. Using Marvin Gaye's song, should I say? If they did not get, if they did not get, gotta give it up. Yeah, gotta give it up. If they did not give permission to use, gotta give up song, they should get sued. I mean, I love blurred lines, and them ladies. If people don't think I love women, I love women. Um, you know, dang, shoot. I mean, Robert Thicke. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I was shocked. I said, man, don't do that now, because you're still married to Paula. You know what I'm saying? You got these women half naked on the other version. The first version was they had bare breasts. They are bare breasted. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's no way he can be a favorite man, a favorite married man watching. I mean, with no Paula running around butt naked on there. You know what I'm saying? So then, I don't know about Pharrell and Ti. These are rare men. I'm like, dang, no wives could have been got upset about that. I mean, I don't know about Pharrell and Tiny. Pharrell wife and Tiny. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sorry. Once I say I do, I just cannot do that. Okay. I mean, Lord forgive me, as a single man. I don't mean to bring up act like but that would just be temptation. If I'm a singer and you got these women bare chested run around, you know what I'm saying? So I saw both the unedited and the edited version of it. And the white woman who was the one the lead of the ladies, okay? She, I forgot her name. She got like a Polish name or something. She the one ended up getting views and modeling contracts, and I mean she just that Birdline video. So, and like I said, when I first heard Blurred Lines, I thought Marvin Gaye, because I said, that's Marvin Gaye song. You know what I'm saying? You know, if I was 18, I would thought back in, going on 19 years old, back in '98, I probably thought that was Earth, Wind and Fire out of here, Leah. See, that's what I'm saying. Then also too, I love. I don't know, no offense to Haltons, is that they didn't get permission for Leah. I don't know if she's passed away, God rest her soul, to play, to have that on her song, to make a remake of that song. Okay, because like I said, a lot of folks sample Marvin Gaye's music. I just mentioned Keith West. Excuse me, Keith Sweat. Excuse me, Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat. Excuse me. I said Keith. Thinking about Kanye West. Okay, Keith Sweat sampled sampled Marvin Gaye's music. Okay, with Twisted. That was from Sexual Healing. Okay, so I mean, so they mean they need to pay the gay family, should I say, not just that's the last name. Okay, their royalties, because I mean, dang, I mean, I understand that Keith Sweat and God rest his soul, Aaliyah and Robin Thicke and Pharrell, Marvin Gaye inspired them. That's good. I mean, I like Marvin Gaye's music too. Just so that because he died when I was 4 years old, going on 5, and I remember hearing Sexual Healing. Of course, my dad, my grandparents, my uncle play What's Going On, and Let's Get It On, and so many other songs that Marvin Gaye sang. Okay, back in the day. Okay, I heard the grapevine. I mean, that was in my family household was a lot. Honey, honey. Okay, so I'm about to get singing right now. I heard it through the grapevine. Okay, okay. Y'all gonna give me singing thing about these old songs growing up. You know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't brought up in the '60s, in the early '70s, you know what I'm saying? I brought in, these older people influenced me to listen to music. Besides listening to Diana Ross. Okay, so that's what that's what I have to say is that they should give these royalties to the gay family because they need it. I mean, if I was Marvin Gaye's son or grandson, I'll feel hurt if someone stole his music and didn't get my permission to use it. Okay, so I mean, I see why Nona Gay was crying, and my heart goes out to her because I remember watching her videos in the '90s. You know what I'm saying? And I see, even though I'm a pro, no offense to her, I'm a pro gun advocate. It wasn't like I said, it wasn't the gun that killed her daddy. It was the man who had the gun. Louis so-called religious grandfather. Okay, their grandfather. Okay, his dad. So that's like I say, he should be locked up. I'm sorry. I understand that Marvin Gaye was living in their house. I understand it. Because I understand if I was rich and family, when I wouldn't live in my parents' house either, if I was on drugs or not, never been drugs, whatever. But the story is that he's trying to protect his mom. And this old preacher, so-called preacher dad, a preacher father, if he is, was abusing and he ended up shooting. So they thought it was self-defense. But point is, this should have been the dad should have been locked up a long time ago. That he was abusing him and the siblings, and along with their mother. Okay, a lot of them. See, the one thing they're not. Women back in those days, they wouldn't didn't have no Tina Turner fighting syndrome because Tina Turner when she now I thought when I saw Anne Sebastian now I said go on Tina, beat up Ike. And one thing about her, she was strong because when she about to perform that day, because don't remember the movie, change the subject. I love the movie. What's Look After with it? Tina Turner say you gonna kill me from all these people, which is true. Why would I be so stupid to kill her from backstage? They don't know who it is because she talked about him being abusive. You know what I'm saying? Just for example, even though I don't believe OJ killed Nicole, because he was on the plane while Nicole was getting killed. Okay, but when before she talked to her before she was killed, she talked to her mother on the phone. There's phone records that prove that because he was on the plane to Chicago. But when she got killed, who they thought? OJ. Regardless of it was a racial issue brought up into this situation, but still, he had an issue with being abusive with Nicole. So same thing with Ike. If thank God what's the name of Buddhism? I don't believe in Buddhism, but I'm Latino. But thank God that she stood up to Ike and nothing happened. Okay, so my point is, the women back in the old days, our great grandmas, whatever. Those who had went through that, they didn't stand up against their husband like these because they was taught to submit to their wife. I understand you're supposed to submit to each other, and then while the wife submit to the husband, he's supposed to love the wife, and love is not abuse. Folks need to understand that. So, it's not about trying to make a slave. Please, people misinterpret Paul's words as Peter said in the scriptures as people would twist his word. So he said in the thing, I'm not appreciate. But point is, I see Marvin Gaye's mother took a lot. My heart goes out to her. Is she still living? Okay. Um, the man should be locked. The father should be locked out a long time ago. Okay. Then Marvin's father should be locked out. But anyway, but point is, I would love to know why did Pharrell and Robin Thicke sue them first instead of getting a lawyer to talk to the gay family and say, let's use a sample of the song, We Love Your Father's Music, and we want to use it on Blurred Lines. And they didn't do that. Okay, and it's the same thing with Truth Hurts. Anybody remember Truth Hurts? Okay, Truth Hurts was on back in 2000, and they used the East End. I can't even find her video no more because of the lawsuit. What happened was DJ Quit and Dr. Dre made a song Addicted, and he's from East Indian, not Native American, y'all. Learn your history and everything. East India, from India, Asian Indian, should I say. South Asian, should I say. South Asian Indian, we would call it from India. Music on the artist was not, when she heard it, she was not happy because did not get permission to use her song. You know what I'm saying? Um, So I mean, I love the song because I love multiculturalism. So when I saw this, I said, "That's good." They using, because in the past they used Latin beats, they used Caribbean beats, using African beats, and hip hop and R&B stuff. This is good. We're using international music. I love, because when I was in my multicultural, when I was learning my multiracial roots, and back when I was 13, 14 years old, and learning about the multiculturalism and everything, I looked at there was a channel here in Houston. They had the East Indian channel, and even though I understand they were saying they speaking Hindi, I love the music. I mean, I didn't look at Bollywood, but I love the music and how passionate the man was singing to the woman. And the woman, she was beautiful. The woman, East Indian women are very beautiful. She was singing to her man. I said, "Ooh, I want to sing. I want to sing some East Indian music. Love music to them, to the women, to these women." You know what I'm saying? So besides getting the hair, the stitches from India, y'all, they got the music. So anyway, you know what I'm saying? I said, good. I said, yeah, because I liked that. But when they found on MTV back in 2003 or 2002, 2003, the East Indian one was not happy about it. And so she, because many East Indians in Houston understood. This one man said it was from the 60s. But I saw the video of the East Indian one who's singing of the sample of Addicted, okay? And and it was not like it's modern day. It wasn't no East Indian. I mean, in 1960s something. So I guess unless she was singing the old song back in the 60s, you know what I'm saying? The East Indian artist of who's modern day. But that's when like, you know, if you're gonna use somebody's music, please get permission so you don't have to pay a man some dollars like Robin Thicke and Pharrell. Now that they also speaking of Pharrell, they're gonna attack Happy, and I now I see the connection, because when I first heard Happy, it sounded like an old school song. It don't sound like modern day. And I want to note this. I believe the reason why Pharrell is trying to go back to the old school was not because Rail, no offense, and I don't want to defend him about him wearing a headdress, because we both mix with black and they American, okay, and I mix with white as well. He don't mention his white side if you do have it, but but I don't want to defend him on my video back last summer, okay, but I'm just saying, Pharrell, um, music happy when I first heard it, and I think I did a video of when I was in McGregor Park. I was coming up the Sunshine Health Store in the Third Ward area, okay, and remember, I watched my video. I'm coming out and I had the glasses on. I'm coming out there. I'm trying to, and I was telling them how happy the people of all generations and races like this song. And I said it's good that he's being positive. But as I was thinking tonight, I think because Pharrell is 40 years old, 40 something years old. How's Pharrell? He's older than me. I thought Pharrell about my age. When he was with Clips, and Neptunes and Nerd and stuff. Singing the song lap dance and stuff when it used to come on BET Uncut. Pharrell, um, when Pharrell, how old? He was born in 1973, so he's old. He's one. He actually 1 year older than. He actually 1 year older than on the gay. He's older than 1 year older than my sister. So if you're born 1973, you okay. He'll be 42 this year. Pharrell 42 years old, and he don't look it. Okay, but since he's getting older, he on Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke was born 77, I believe. Same age as my brother, and Shakira born 77 as well. So anyway, point is, Pharrell, by him being close to getting older, I guess he kind of put all the jokes aside, because when you're young and you're a producer, you can do all that wacky stuff. No offense, because lap dance and the clips, you know what I'm saying? There was some crazy songs back in the early 2000s, okay? And so Pharrell, Pharrell is now getting older. And I felt tonight when I was thinking about this, I said, the reason why he did Happy and got an old school beat to it, but actually was not creative, it was from Marvin Gaye. We found out. It's actually, I do believe it is when I heard Marvin Gaye's song that he supposed is allegedly sampled. It sounded just like it. Okay, it's because he's now getting older. You know what I'm saying? He might still do the little crazy, the youth, because usually when you do music that's close to the youth, for the youth, should I say, you try to get the wild, crazy side. That's why MTV is wild, okay? You know what I'm saying? MTV been wild since the 80s, okay? You would not expect to do the stuff like MTV, to go to Corporate America to be that MTV type person. You know what I'm saying? So you're getting serious, you're getting older, except for Madonna. No offense, I'm not trying to be ageist, Madonna. I love you, girl. But you sure still haven't got, she's still trying to get the young crowd and be crazy and do scandalous things, should I say. So, like she did at the Grammys, the bull horns. Yeah, she's trying to get folks with the Illuminati. I mean, that's what I mean. I don't believe in the Illuminati, so, but she's trying to get that attention. But she's already done the thing. You know what I'm saying? So she's, no offense. I mean, I'm not trying to be ageist, but baby, if Lola has a child, you'll be her grandmother. I'm talking about, what's her name? Laura is the nickname for her daughter. Or is it Roger, or either those African children she did, though, if they get older, you'll be, I mean, come on, baby, just worry about being at 56 years old, 57 years old. Because I mean, no offense, I'm not saying you can't have your fun at 57, but I won't be doing outrageous things at the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just that if I did all that all for 30, 20 years, I leave it alone. But going back to Pharrell is trying to get more serious in his music, and he's not doing too much the cursing, the all stuff, go ahead and say misogyny and everything else. Okay, he's trying to get that the older crowd, because he is older. He looked young. I thought before I found out that Pharrell was in his 40s, I thought he about my age, late 70s or born late 70s or early 80s. I thought I was a little older than him, but actually he's older than me, way older than me. He's older than my sister. That's just turned 40 last Christmas. Okay, so he's older than On the Game, and my sister's same age. Okay, so point is, that's the point I'm trying to let y'all know, is that Pharrell uh, is down. So that's why he's trying to get the older crowd. So I'm not trying to make fun of and say that he's old, but he's getting there. He's getting close to middle age. I mean, even me, I'm 35 years old. I'm getting close there too. Everybody, because people who older than I am say, you're not old, you're still young. Compare to them, I am. But in reality, I'm getting older. You know what I'm saying? Um, I'm not 20 some years old anymore. I'm not 18 anymore. I'm not the people who are young are, to me, all the ones who are born in the 90s who are adults. Okay, because when I see people who are born in the 90s and they look older than me, I'm like, whoa. People think I'm born in the 90s. Thank y'all, but I wasn't born like the last year of the 70s. Okay, so point is, that's why he's getting that crowd. Now, of course, Blurred Lines was more. It had the Marvin Gaye beat, and those who were born in who's in the 70s, adult, or alive in the 70s before 79, like me, they all know Marvin Gaye's music. Okay, so that's why that I think that to get a larger audience. But when you have the cursing and talking about sex and stuff and misogyny, or like Bird Lines was, a lot of older people who are not into that, when they could be into that, it's gonna be the young crowd. Okay, so the young crowd, those who were born in late 80s or mid 80s, or sometimes, or either those who were born in the 90s who are now 18, 19, 20 years old, who are adults, or either teenagers who were born in the 90s, or, what I'm saying, or you're born in 2000, they think Blurred Lines is a creative hit. No, it's not. It was Marvin Gaye's song. Okay, not Marvin Gaye's song was not Blurred Lines, but gotta give it up. It's a song that they sampled. Okay, and you know that since the 80s and 90s, people been sampling music, just like MC Hammer. MC Hammer's song "Can't Touch This" was Rick James. Okay, whatever. We gotta pray. Pray came from Prince song, "When Doves Cry." Okay, and what other song? Too Legit was created, so there was no sample that I know of on that one. Um, you know, Puff Daddy came out. I'm coming out with more money problems from him and Big. Yeah, in Mace. Okay, and nobody hold me down. That's an old song from the '80s. I gotta keep on moving. That's old. That's back when I was a little boy. I forgot who sings some old '80s pop group that sang song. Um, I'll be missing you. I'll be watching you. Okay, that came from Police from Sting. Okay, and that's why that Sting song at 1997 MTV Video Music Awards when they're doing tribute to Biggie. You know what I'm saying? And Sting came out saying, I sing his song. Then Puff Daddy started singing his song, about him and Biggie, and it had Faith Evans, and you know what I'm saying. So they had a choir and all that. So I forget that I was 18 when they had that. Okay, and then also too, you know, bad, 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 bad boys. Okay, I mean sing a song, and my guy sing a song. That's Gloria Estefan and the Miami Sound Machine. Mace made that song, sampled that song from Gloria Estefan. Okay, even Honey, Mariah Carey, that was a sample song. Um, and also too, what was that? The Electric Club, I forgot what it's called. Fantasy, that was sampled as well. Okay, from Mariah Carey, that came from the song I'm in Heaven. Okay, that came out in the 80s. I mean, VH1 used to play that video a lot back in the late 80s. Okay, so I was a little boy. It used to be a VH1 go-go on Saturday and Friday nights. Okay, so that's how, I mean, it seemed to me the 90s, late 80s, and 90s, and 2000s, people been sampling music from the old. Okay, um, even Madonna's song in her the album she had Bedtime Stories that was from sampling. Um, what's that song? I have her album somewhere in my house and I haven't played my CD player in a long time. Bedtime Story, she sampled a Leah song back and forth. Okay, I think Dallas Austin produced her album, Bedtime Story back in '94. Um, you know, so, and like for example, I mean, I did not like when Eminem. I like his music, but when he did Toy Soldiers, I did not like that because that's Martika. Martika, remember watching Kids Incorporated when Fergie was on there with the other Hispanic girl that was on, Fergie's part Mexican and white and they're American. The other Hispanic girl that was on there, she's not Mexican, she's Cuban American. Her name was Martika. Okay, she played Gloria. Okay, because Mar Lopez was one of the dancers on there too on Kids Club back in the '80s. Okay, Martika came out a song back in '89 called Toy Soldiers, and Eminem sampled that song. Told her about her boyfriend on drugs. I remember watching that video and made me want to cry. Okay, you know, and so that's when the drugs was going around. He was selling it. He was doing it in the '80s. Okay, he was doing the '70s, but it got really worse because people, people was killing folks over it. It just, especially crack. Crack was bad in the '80s. Okay, so that's why if I'm just gonna give you history, give you examples of how music was sampled over the years. But when you sample music, y'all, and I plan on doing it myself, I'll go ahead and say it and be guilty for it, but I'm gonna get permission for the person who even, I'm in college right now, okay? If I copy something and did not show credit, show the year of the writer and all that stuff, of the author of that person, and they quoting and stuff, that's called plagiarism. So that's the same thing when it comes to music. So you cannot do that. Okay, that's why Napster, the white guy, the Napster, when he was down here making folks download music for free, okay, and Metallica got on his behind, other artists came in because they was not getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Napster almost made the CD business go out of style in the tapes. We still have cassette tapes in the 2000s. So You know what I'm saying? And artists want to make money. You know what I'm saying? How the heck you gonna download my music and you're not paying me? So that's why you have to pay download music. Okay. So let's let y'all know when you want to sample music, all the stuff. If you're a producer, artist, whatever, get permission. Do not want to please do not want to get because you don't want to pay $1 million. If you want you made a top 10, I'm sorry, you lose that whole like I said, I still like Blurred Lines and I like Happy, but I think that next time Robert Thicke and Pharrell should give credit to his credit due. No more, um, and also can we also start creating our own beats now, creating our own sound so we can be unique in 2000? I mean, really, it's like I mean, just like anything is so copied, just like fashion. Because some hairstyles, even these braids, is old, right? This is ancient Africa right here. So, you know, Afros come back in style. You know what I'm saying? So, I guess everything is nothing new as much. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. All right, have a nice day. Go ahead.